Hey, Ben. I wanted to say a big thank you for all your help with the LSAT. Oh,
That's nice.
yeah. Heading into this process, my goal was to get into the evening program at Georgetown. My first practice LSAT score, 150, was not enough to make that happen. As you might remember, I ended up getting a 169 and a 168 on my two official tests. Yeah, that's totally different applicant. Thanks in large part to my LSAT score, I got into the evening program and received $20,000 a year in merit aid. This, plus working full time, should allow me to graduate without too much student loan debt. I'm excited about this outcome. I'm glad you got some money. Would have been nice to get more, but
Well, yeah, I mean, the part-time program costs less, right? I don't know what the
mhm.
part-time program costs. So 20 grand, if that was in the full-time program, would actually be pretty shitty. 20,000 in the part-time program might be better depending on what Georgetown part-time actually costs. It's still probably 40 grand though, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll look it
I
up.
can
You can
honestly,
keep reading.
what's interesting is we had this question actually before. Can you even get money for the part-time program? Well, yes, you can.
Indeed.
Yep. I can honestly say that you made this whole LSAT experience enjoyable, at least for a standardized test. I enjoyed getting to know you a little bit and hope our paths cross in the future. Ah, yeah, likewise. Maybe I'll start CrossFit once I graduate. I'm not doing CrossFit anymore. So thanks again, grateful former student. P.S. As students will be hearing back from schools and considering their offers, I could emphasize how important it is to ask for aid. I didn't get any assistance from Georgetown up front, but I sent an email asking if there was merit aid available and ended up with 80,000 in total. I only knew to do that because you told us in class. Thank you! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Wow, 80 grand email, right? It's actually more than that because you consider all the interest you would pay on that. It's $100,000 email at least.
Yeah. No, their starting offer was zero. Their starting offer
Yeah.
was, we would love to bless you with admission to our glorious institution.
Yeah.
And you know, and no mention of money. The Annoyingly, they on their 509, Georgetown lists per semester for full time, which by the way is 32 grand. So 64 grand a year to go to Georgetown for 3 years.
Yeah.
200 grand total. On the part-time program, it lists it per credit, which might be, I mean, that might be because they don't force people to do it in 4 years. Maybe that's like more of a flexible program where you could do it in 3.5, or you could do it in 5 or whatever. And so they list it per credit, but I think we can still calculate it. I bet it's going to work out to be exactly the same amount. 20. So I got 2305 here. Credits, normally it would be 14, let's say, credits per semester times 6. So let's see if this adds up. So 2305 times 14 times 6 equals, yeah, almost 200 grand total. Okay. The two programs are going to cost the same, right? Total.
Yeah.
Roughly. So if you're doing this in 4 years, which most part-time people plan to do in 4 years, we're looking at 48 grand a year. I mean, I'm assuming our correspondent here, and I'm sorry, I lost the name, grateful former student, GFS.
Yeah.
GFS is getting 20,000 a year. I would presume that's for 4 years.
Yeah. And I think that's how we got the 80 grand.
Oh, and it does say 80 grand. Okay. So 20 grand a year. So this is actually less than a 50% scholarship. The 75th percentile grant amount in the part-time program is only 15,000. So that looks like a better than average grant in the Georgetown part-time program.
Yeah.
It's better than zero.
It's better than zero.
It's better than most other people at the school are getting.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Cool. Ready for this personal statement? Thanks for writing
Yeah.
in, by the way.
Yeah.
GFS.
Thanks,
That's great to
GFS.
hear. Yeah.
It
We'll
is
be in
great to hear.
touch.
Yet another 20-point improvement on the LSAT, or almost 20-point improvement from their first diagnostic. So it's an extremely learnable test. If anybody ever tells you anything different, they do not know what they're talking about.
Yeah.